How's it going, everyone? I wanted to show you my 1977 Callaway Porsche 924 Turbo. It's a turbocharger, turbo manifold, intake manifold, windblown systems. And yes, I said 1977 Porsche Turbo. Needs a full restoration. As you can see, the door is slightly missing right now. It's not missing, it's in the bed of my truck. The previous owner backed out of his driveway with the door open. So, of course, the door broke right off. Got these nice BBS wheels on it. Like I said, it needs a full restoration. But it runs, and it actually drives. We're going to be doing the brakes pretty soon. It's got a nice pinstripe on it. It's been sitting underneath the car cover for the entire winter, but it fired right up. This is Porsche on the back. And of course, I've been sitting with the door on it. I wasn't stupid enough to leave it sitting without the door on it. The leather is still very, very soft, supple. 4-speed manual gearbox. This is the first generation Porsche 924 that was given an option at the dealership where it was bought. That was the Callaway turbocharged performance option. Because these things really lacked in horsepower. It only had about, I'd say 98 horsepower from the factory, I think it was rated. Later models had a little bit more power, but still not exactly a hot rod. It's been treated to a full turbo fascia, and it has the later model turbo hood intake. Everything else pretty much is standard, except for the full, you definitely can't see it in there, Bilstein shocks. Paint needs a lot of correction. It really does need a lot of work. This is my summer project. Everything, it's in great condition. There's a little tear right there. Yeah. Everything else is in really great condition. I dare you to try and find a Porsche 924 in better shape than this. Last registered 1994. Oh, wow. This car came out of New York, I believe. Definitely very cool. I have all the paperwork. I can show you in another video. But this car really is a special one. It's the only Callaway 924 Turbo I know about. You know, it's sort of the pinnacle, if you would, of the first generation Callaways. Usually they were just doing Golfs and that sort of thing. Quite fun. Has a full garnish panel in the back, says Porsche. I don't know if that is from 77. It could be a later one. The exhaust is probably a little bit rotten on it. Those tires, I wouldn't trust them. They're probably very old. Michelin Energy Max 4 or whatever. So we had it fired up today. The battery died, so we'll get it fired up for you guys in another video. So stay tuned on this channel. Very cool. So here's a better view of the interior of that 1977 Turbo. The early models, the speedometer only goes up to 150. That was the first couple years, and the tachometer looks a lot different. I would like to swap those two, but swap like that, you know. Triangulated steering wheel, kind of an interesting, unadjustable, so for tall people it's kind of a pain in the butt. You know, it's leather wrapped. The leather is quite good. I think it'll clean up really nice. It's got a little bit of I think mold or something on it. Four-speed stick. The original Baupunkt. I don't know what model this is. Could be a Monaco or something like that. Degrees Celsius, VDO, so the turbo boost, and the one on the far right is the oil pressure. which is all European. Very cool. Look, if you look at the dash vents, this is Porsche 924. Ah, very interesting. You probably never would have ever seen that. AC, which comes out right at the crotch, which I'm sure would be nice on a hot day. So let me just open up this and see if there's anything. There's nothing really in there right now, just some tire pressure gauges and touch-up paint. The dashboard is a little bit cracked here and there. If you've ever wondered what this thing is on early 944s and all the 924s, that is an oval speaker, which is kind of cool because this car only has 3 speakers from the factory. It's very usable. That's the whole trunk. The spare tire is back there, and so is the sunroof cover, the OEM sunroof cover, which is pretty cool. Very hard to get. And of course, it doesn't have a door on this side, unfortunately. Pretty soon, though. Pretty soon.